tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Johnny, here comes your song. Get it? Get it? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills after show. And as you can tell, we have a very special guest with us. Sir
She's
Johnny
here.
Drubel. Yeah.
She's here.
There she is. Hi. Thank you so much for coming on. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. Well, I'm Haley Clover. I'm going to be your host for this after show. And I'm also joined by my co-host.
Hi, I'm Christina Kaplan.
And first off, let's start. Where can they find you on Twitter?
Twitter at Johnny Drubel. And I will be tweeting, I'll be looking at my tweets throughout the show. So if you have any questions for us, please tweet in.
Yes. What about you, Christina?
You can find me at Tina Cap, Instagram or Twitter.
Perfect. And then if you guys are not already subscribed to AfterBuzz on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of the amazing after shows that we have to offer, especially this one, because it's obviously your favorite.
Yes.
Or it should be, right?
It should. If it's not, no. Something's wrong in life.
Exactly.
Something's wrong in life.
Exactly. So a big episode today. We got to see hashtag BahamaMama.
BahamaDrama.
BahamaDrama.
Yes.
Bahama Mama works too.
Yeah,
I totally changed that.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a drink? Maybe I'm thinking about alcohol.
I mean, aren't we all?
Exactly.
It's Sunday fun day and we're sober.
Yeah. This is not right.
That could be
Cricket,
an
even he's
answer.
like, what the fuck? Sorry.
Okay, so first, what's your reaction after watching the show?
I thought the show was very good. It was a great episode. I think it's fun to see us on vacation. Because that's when we all kind of like loosen up. We have a great time. We drink a lot.
For sure.
We dance a lot. We go out. And it's just like, and you really, honestly, you're in our faces the whole entire time. You're like, we wake up, 8 a.m., those cameras are on us.
And what is that like?
You get in a really weird and sick, twisted way. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Like when I wake up now, because we're wrapped filming, I wake up and I'm like, where's
Where is
Emery, our
everyone?
cameraman? Like, why isn't he seeing me naked right now? Why am I like, Emery, not this morning?
That's so funny. Well, and people were totally judging you for drinking before noon.
Which was, I mean, come on.
But
you're in the
you're on
Bahamas.
Vacation.
You start before you even start your breakfast.
I
was in
mean,
the gym, I was
mimosas for
sucking-
breakfast.
yeah.
That's the orange juice.
Oh, I go straight to a little Miami Vice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's a good choice.
Extra
She's not
shot.
messing
That's
around.
it, baby. That's it.
That's so funny. So you guys were there for EJ's appearance, club
EJ's
appearance.
yes.
And we see you guys all dancing, and he has a really funny line about shout out to anyone that has 7 inches and 7 figures, and they can join you in VIP.
Now listen, EJ and I get into it a lot, but I have to admit that was actually hilarious. And in the club, I was just like,
Okay.
that's good. Good for him. He came up with it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, that was fun. We'll get on to that a little bit later. But first, I want to start with some of the big drama that we saw last episode that continued, and I think is going to continue throughout the season, is Roxy and Taylor.
Yes.
And so you can give us a little inside scoop on all of that, as much as you can anyway.
I don't want my phone to blow up from both of them, so I'm not going to give too much insight or my opinion, because I have learned that I should probably just keep my mouth shut half the time.
Half the time.
Half the
Not
time.
all the
'cause
time.
you know me. I can't keep my mouth shut. You know what? I'll be honest, the drama with them actually, this episode is just scratching the surface. Like, it's very, very, there's some deep-rooted issues there. And you know what it is? It's honest, they've been friends for such a long time. And they really
Right.
have. And they grew up together. And that's, when you do that and you kind of, mature together, a lot happens and a lot comes out. And I think that, they're trying to work it out. We'll see if they work it out. I don't want to give too much away. But honestly, there's a lot that hasn't been resolved this season. I can tell you that.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
and we see a little bit more. Last week we didn't hear much about it. We're all wondering what's going to happen. And Roxy reveals that that Taylor kind of started dating someone and kind of just left her younger sister and, just kind of left her alone. So Roxy did the same thing to Taylor, but as we watched, we're like, something else had to have happened, because there's no way she's that upset from that.
Yeah, let's be honest, something else happened. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. thank God. Right. I'd be involved in this whole entire situation.
Right.
I can tell you one thing. They're both very good girls. I've gotten to know Taylor a lot this past season, and I, was actually, when I heard she was coming into the cast, I was really excited because I actually hadn't met her. I was one of the only few that hadn't really met her. And she came into that room, that suite, and she kind of lit up the room, and I'm like, oh, you're fun. And we just, actually, she was my drinking partner in the Bahamas.
There you go.
She was drinking me before noon, and I was like, yes, finally, someone else that drinks. So we got along there, and I've known Roxy for years, and we've had our ups and downs, but she's a fantastic girl.
Yeah.
Fantastic girl.
Well, and you had a good comment, Christina, about Roxy. You thought she matured a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that I don't think she would have kind of owned up to things and apologized like she did tonight last season.
No,
so I just feel
I
like
agree.
And the way that she's handled, and especially the way that she handled like last episode when, she went and was like, Johnny, this is exactly what happened. She told the truth about what everyone was saying at the lunch and, kind of didn't try to stir anything, just was like, all right, I'm going to be honest and this is what happened and let's,
I mean, at that lunch, she was the one that had my back. And I was kind of shocked by that just because, I know we're obviously very close, but you know what I mean? Like, listen, everyone likes to shit talk, whatever. We all do it. To say you don't gossip is just a big lie because it's just a lie. But no, to have her have my back was very, very nice. And I was just like, wow, she really, she's come a long way. She has matured a lot. And I think that, again, it's tough because whatever happened in high school, obviously it's affecting Taylor in some way. And, Roxy, that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was a completely different person. I'm sure you were. Everyone in this room was. Everyone who's watching definitely was. So it's interesting to have...
I was 12.
I know. You were so young. I hate you. Wow. And I'm on a show called Rich Kids.
Literally.
God, you're a toddler.
Yeah.
Toddler. So obviously whatever happened, it's affected her and Roxy, whatever. I think whatever happened, she's matured on from it. And so we'll see.
Well, your advice for Taylor, I thought was great. You know how you said... When I met Roxy 4 years ago in college, she was completely different than she is now.
100%.
So I think that kind of maybe helped put things into perspective for her and realize, it's been a long time since to, add to that point, you're in high school and you're a girl and you start dating a guy, you lose all your friends. That's just what happens. Like, you know what I mean?
It's your first relationship in high school.
It's the honeymoon phase.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you start dating someone, it's just like you have a couple months, but after a couple months, if you're a friend, you're going to come back and we'll start having dinner again. I'll give you 2 months, but after 2 months and you're still dating him, listen,
it's time to spread your time around.
So true, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that annoying?
Yeah.
That's what... fuck rich kids. Let's just talk about dating. Done. Answer.
Are you dating anyone?
Great.
I am not dating anyone right now.
Oh.
You hear that?
No.
Guys, he's
out
single.
there?
Johnny is single.
Johnny is
and ready to mingle?
single, kind of, actually.
Oh.
I can't say I'm totally... That's the problem. I can't say I'm totally single. It's very interesting. But actually, you'll be able to see in the show.
But are you, kind of willing
You're,
to mingle?
talking to someone.
I'm kind
it
of willing.
hasn't
Yeah, exactly.
moved
It's
forward
an interesting thing because it's friends, but it's not. So it's weird, and I don't want to hurt his feelings because I love him as a friend.
But
more
you
than
still
that,
want to make out with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if you're gonna drink at me. I'll do it, baby. I'll do it.
Okay. Well, some other people making out on the show this week: Taylor and Bobby.
Yes.
Wow. Who saw that coming?
Right. I know, right? Mr. I'm gonna give you my last name.
Oh my. What was his quote? My heart hurt.
Because it's
God.
been broken a few times.
I read that. I almost almost baby fruited my the baby bird.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
Well, and it's watching the show with Johnny because it gives us some little tidbits throughout the show that you wouldn't know otherwise. But what you always say is oh well, that's another red flag. Another red flag. So what was your immediate reaction to Bobby when he came on the show?
Okay, my immediate reaction to Bob is, I actually got the scoop from everyone else. I was the last to meet him because I was traveling when we first started filming, so I hadn't met him. When I came back, everyone's like, oh, he's this, he's that, whatever. And Brendan's like, he's a friend. It's like, oh, give him a chance. I went to lunch with him and I gave him a chance. I thought he was nice. I genuinely liked him. In common, he's from back east. He moved out here. He's making a name for himself, so I appreciate that. I genuinely liked him, but then it just started going south quick. In a really weird way. For me, if things don't add up, or I feel like you're trying to sell me on something, or you're trying to be someone you're not, I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're
he was trying too hard a little bit.
He was really trying hard, and listen, we all get uncomfortable in situations. I think that especially once you start filming, it's very uncomfortable. Especially I understand that, and I will say this about him: I think he genuinely means well, but there's something off.
Okay. Well,
And will we find out later in the season?
Oh, get ready, honey. Get ready.
well, what was your opinion? Because I think we had the same opinion last
It's
week.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
And
your
I want
turn.
his opinion after. Thank you.
I will be completely honest, and I felt like after he gave her all those lines in the first episode, now after tonight in the second episode with that whole heart thing, I was just like, okay, he's like every other like cheesy LA guy
in
that's
LA.
just
I was just gonna say that.
That's just
What
trying
is
to
with the
like
guys
give you
here?
these cute little lines that, oh, of course, every girl were like, oh, that's so sweet. But he's also saying that to like 20 other chicks.
See, but I don't think
And then
that's
Brendan,
sweet.
but then Brendan confirmed. Well, okay, the
I'm the
last
other
name
girl that
thing
I'm
was
like-
no. The last name thing was weird. The last
Like,
name
really?
thing was weird. But you know what I mean. There's a lot of girls that are like, oh, like
Well,
that,
when you're a little
like,
drunk,
he's so
too, it's
sweet.
like-
yeah.
You're a little drunk, and honestly, Taylor has a good heart. The one thing I say about Taylor that most people don't know about her is she's very open, she's very kind, and she always sees the best in people.
That's great.
And her and I get into problems later because, oh shit.
Oh.
Whatever. Because she honestly sees the good
Spoiler.
people, and I have to kind of like, I know, I'm gonna get fired. You have to kind of like,
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you have to kind of tell her, you know, you can't always see the best in people because not everyone always has the best intentions for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But she's just that flower child, kind of go-lucky person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think she gets from her parents.
Well,
and I
we
met her
can see
parents,
that a
they're
little
sweet.
bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm interested to see that relationship. The way they edit it, at least, we see that everyone thinks he's using her. So
Well, and
that'll
of course,
be
someone has
interesting.
to call them out.
Oh, is
Of
that
course.
you, Johnny?
I mean, who
I
else
can't
could
sit
it
at a
be?
table like I'm not a wasp. You know what I mean? I'm a Jew. Like we sit there and we say exactly what we think and how we want to say it. You know what I mean? Whereas
Amen.
everyone else just kind of
Yeah.
beats around the bush. L'chaim. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, well, let's move on from that because we've got some more drama with you. BahamaDrama, hashtag BahamaDrama.
And I thought I was going to get away this season with no drama. Because they have
Really?
been beating down on me the past 2 seasons. Did a lot of
You
drama with
honestly
me.
thought that there was going to be no drama with you this season.
Yes, genuinely. Until I got back from my trip and I got texts from everyone. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so it's with Dorothy.
Yes.
It's spilling over from her birthday dinner. So you and Roxy sit down with her on the beach, and you're just trying to get an apology from her. So talk a little bit about that because she kind of gives you one, but then we see in the confessional that she totally didn't mean it at all.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about
People
that.
become confessional bullies, and it really I hate using that term. It's not bully, but it's like
Right.
confession. The problem with confessionals is they don't. That was not been said to my face, and that's what I don't appreciate. You know what I mean? I try to go into those things and say, listen, I'm not going to say anything about something I would not sit down and say to your face. I will say this about Dorothy and my relationship because I don't want to speak for Roxy. We got a lot of backlash on Twitter saying, you know, why would you do that Dorothy's birthday? Honestly, as a group, we really never get together that often because we're so busy, and so we have to do these events. You know what I mean? There's really no other way getting around it, and obviously, I never wanted Dorothy to cry, but we didn't think it would get that far. For the fact is that if you're confronted with a situation, wouldn't you just apologize? Like, listen,
Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, I screwed up. Like, I shouldn't have said anything. So she apologized, and I accepted it because I honestly, and I stand by this, I don't think I've ever heard an apology from her mouth. And I love her, and Dorothy is who she is, and I appreciate her for who she is. And she literally, and it's so funny, everyone's like, why are you guys friends? People said it to her about me, and people said it to me about her. And there's this chemistry that we have, and we just love each other. When the times are really great, they're so fantastic.
Yeah.
And the bad times are actually becoming much far in between, which is great. And I always say that Dorothy's gonna go on those. She'll be at my wedding. She'll be at my kids' bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs. I'll be there for her, and you know she's a good friend. But yeah, we get into a lot of tiffs.
Well,
you all have those friends though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, right. There's the friend that you like accept them for who they are, but after like a couple of days, you're like, I need a break.
You know, yeah. And you know what? She's getting. I'll be honest. In the past year or two, she's really grown up. Really grown up a lot.
Well, I think what a lot of people forget too is you guys are still young. Like
Oh, yeah.
you know, 4 years ago you said college.
Well, not
That's not a
compared to
long
you.
time. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Like,
23
that was 10
in
years
like
ago
a
for me.
month.
I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was in middle school. Yeah.
Love it.
But so you guys are like you're still young.
Yeah.
I think people look at you and because of all the money and stuff you have, immediately I think people think that you're older and
Yes.
just but
Live
you're
that
still
life.
you're
we're
still growing
maturing.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe Dorothy starting, her necklaces and her jewelry, kind of taking initiative to do something with her life. I think maybe that definitely helped with her growth.
Yeah, and it wasn't just for the TV show. She's always wanted to do that.
That's cool.
Always wanted to make her own money and do her own thing, and she was trying to figure it out, and I think she figured it out a while ago, so it's great.
Do you have a necklace?
I have a couple necklaces, actually, yes. And I have the extenders for the boys.
Nice.
Yeah, 'cause she has a bunch of gay fans. They all reached out to her. They're like, well, your necklaces are, instead of being the business woman, she started making.
Smart.
Cute, right?
Very
And
smart.
I always see them at the Abbey.
Really?
That's what I always say. If you're on a reality show and like you want to feel like something, just go to the Abbey. So all the gays will go crazy. They'll buy you shots. It's fantastic. I haven't paid for a drink at the Abbey in like a year.
I just went to dinner at Sir the other night.
Oh, I love Sir.
Yeah, it was my first time. I was really excited. And Christina, who shares my name, so obviously I like her. She was our server.
So
and it was
cool.
And you know how Stassi always talked about the goat
You
cheese
love
balls?
Stassi? Or hate Stassi?
I have a fan crush on Stassi.
Yeah, she's
great.
great.
I hate
Okay.
Kristen.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I hate
who
Dustin too.
I am sorry. She tweeted us so meanly at the beginning of our show because
What?
you guys are disgusting. I was just like,
Oh, well,
are you
Coming
tweeting
from
that?
your
Yeah, I
mouth?
was like,
I'd much rather be a member on the rich kids than Sir.
Thank
because
you.
they're still I mean, I work in hospitality.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just moved here, but like at least you guys have money.
I was when
Let's be
my
honest
first
about
job
it.
was at Ben and Jerry's. I've been in hospitality, but it's
Right.
just like no offense, like that girl's
Hospitality.
scooping a Ben and Jerry's. That's hospitality.
They had a free cone the other day.
Yeah, they do. It was Earth Day.
Oh,
And I knew that
missed
because I
out.
worked there. Exactly. I always took off that week.
That's so funny. No, but okay.
Wait, you took off the week of Earth Day?
I don't want to work at Ben and Jerry's during Earth Day.
Oh,
It's the busiest week of the year. Bye.
Sorry, I'll be busy. I have to celebrate Earth Day.
Yeah. Need to go plant trees.
No,
alright.
God, no. I'm just at home.
No, but you're so right. I know we're like totally off track, but I thought that when she like walked up and I was like, she actually works here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
after the show, I figure you're on the show, you get, you know, publicity, people notice you, and you can kind of get help getting to where, I don't know if she's trying to be a model or whatever
they're all
they're
trying
trying
to be
to
actresses.
do. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just kind of like, you're still a waitress? Like, what?
Wait,
it
is
was
Stassi
shocking.
waitressing again?
No,
No.
Stassi's not.
I don't know what I've ever done to you, but I would love a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah. That's great.
Stassi, if you're listening, I love you.
That is so funny.
Fangirl.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, so the drama with Roxy and Dorothy, it's and Roxy and Dorothy have their own relationship, which I think should be delved into because that's just insane.
Well, I watched your latest interview with E that you guys had as a group. It was Morgan, Brendan, you, Taylor.
And no one was saying anything,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, nothing. I was like, really? But all I heard was that Morgan said that you guys all kind of have a little something with Dorothy at the end. Like there's something again must happen, or just kind of continues on this like weird relationship you guys all have right now.
So I think, yeah.
What can I say? What can I say?
but
You already
have to-
said it
I
on
have
it.
to. I have to remove myself from that group only because I have a very hard time talking negatively about Dorothy. You know what I mean? Especially when she's not there. Anything I will say about her, I'll say to her face.
Right.
And I think that the problem is with her, she means well. She really, really does. And she's a good girl. And I genuinely, like, again, when we have good times, we have good times. But then again, obviously as friends,
Sure.
we go through bad times. But I think that, I don't even know if she was insinuating Dorothy. I can tell you right now that Morgan and Roxy are not talking.
Well, you and Roxy weren't talking in that interview.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was talking to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened? Or can we know?
No.
Okay.
Well, we
You'll find
saw
out.
we saw previews that Roxy's boyfriend stole commission or whatever from Brendan. So that's why why they were fighting?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's not, again,
All
it's a
of it.
lot of unresolved issues. Taylor and Roxy are not speaking. Actually, I'm the only one that's really speaking to everyone except for EJ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to know why?
You will find out, but it's for once. I personally, I'll fess up. You know what I mean? If I
Right.
did something wrong, I will fess up. I don't like the way he treats me.
Yeah. Well, and
It's just in interviews again. Like people go to interviews and they say these things that would not have been said to my face. It wouldn't have. And
okay. Well,
I
and
don't
you wanted to
appreciate
talk
that.
a little bit about the whole before he, when he didn't want you to come to the Bahamas. It was because of the drama that happened that we saw
Yeah.
at the. It was a bar in Wyoming.
It was bar in Wyoming. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, Johnny.
The bar in Wyoming. What happened was is that interesting enough is that I don't think the cameras were not there for this aspect of it, but I was actually defending one of them.
Oh, because it looked like you were defending yourself.
Of course, but I don't wear lip gloss. I've never worn lip gloss. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even if you did, it's like whatever.
But I think she actually mistook my chapstick for lip gloss, and she said something very inappropriate, and I
Well,
won't stand for it. I will not stand for homophobia. I want anti-Semitism, anything to do with that, and I won't. It's just not happening. So of course I'm going to stand up for myself. And I think Roxy was over dramatic when she said I quote hit her.
Yeah, you like pushed her to the side.
It was actually
like
more.
a
It
little-
was more of like a just don't touch me.
Yeah.
If that means I hit you, I'm sorry. I hit you. I'm sorry. Just like what's funny is that none of them came to my defense.
Yeah.
If I saw a friend who was getting into a fight with someone, I'd be the first to step in and say, what's going on here? But instead, they all just kind of backed away and said, why is Johnny getting so angry again?
Right.
Same thing with EJ at my, in the Abbey. He was quick to tweet or text Dorothy saying that I need intervention or like that. But again, if your friend's being attacked, being called fat and disgusting, wouldn't you step
why?
in?
Right.
Wouldn't you step in?
Yeah. Well, and when we watched that lady...
I would actually, that's the first, I would put my phone down. I never put my phone down. I put my phone down like, excuse me, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Well, when we watched that lady, I was like, I can't believe she's saying this. And like continuing, like if you wear lip gloss, who cares?
Yeah, and if I want to wear lip gloss, I'll wear lip gloss.
Yeah.
I don't wear lip gloss. I wear chapstick. Wyoming is
And
dry as hell.
many straight guys wear chapstick.
Yes. And by the way, I think
Hashtag
they didn't catch half of her. They didn't catch half
Really?
of her.
She was that bad?
She was bad. But she was bad before right when we walked in the bar. She was bad. Just
Honestly,
saying
it's kind of
inappropriate
good that
things.
she got caught on camera being bad.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure she's either she's embarrassed
Yeah.
or other people are gonna,
But
be like,
in their defense, everyone in that town was super nice, super sweet, super welcoming. She was just everyone has a bad seed.
Yeah.
Bad seed.
yeah, you don't want to be like Vicky and have to apologize to an entire state. Vicky
When she
Gunvalson.
apologized to Oklahoma and then managed to accuse them of being like, what'd she say after that? She goes, "I apologize to Oklahoma if I hurt your feelings, but it's just so ugly there." I'm just like, Vicky, your mic's still on.
butt.
I love
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Just do not. Just stop.
It's so funny.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, the Bahamas in general was a fun week.
Yes.
Like you said, we got to see you guys a lot. Just kind of loosen up and have fun, which is always nice.
Yes.
Because there's so much drama.
Yeah.
The slide and everything, and the dolphin. Oh my God, let's talk about the dolphin pooping.
Yes.
Yes, I've gotten a lot of angry tweets tonight from like dolphin lovers being like,
Like
"You're
what?
disgusting.
What?
They shouldn't be in captivity."
Well,
Like, that's
all
your
dolphins
Pick your
fault.
battles wisely.
Okay.
Okay, pick your battles wisely. I don't wear fur or anything like that. Actually, I do kind of, but like that's not gonna change. It won't change.
It's
so
like that
stop.
kid's book. Everyone poops. Like dolphins poop.
Oh, well, honestly, I
Clearly.
was at that, not that one. I was at another one. I was on a cruise with my grandma or something like that. We went to go do a dolphin encounter in like Cozumel, Mexico. I'm not joking. This poor woman has a hard time walking, but she wanted to swim with the dolphins. I go with her and we get her in the water or whatever like that. She's kind of sitting there. The dolphin just takes a big shit right on her. I'm like, what is that brown stuff?
I didn't even
And the
realize
man-
that it was like.
It's right at that little
Big
hole
like
at the
that.
end, and I saw it, and I was like, I was sitting in the shit. I didn't want to like move. I was like, what do I do? This is disgusting. And then we're sitting there, and of course, all the boys. I'm like, well, the last time I did this, a dolphin shit on me, and they're like, oh no, they don't do that. The little person that was helping us, they don't do that. They don't do that. And Sachi and Brendan, all the boys are like, no, they don't. Blah blah crazy. Literally
so good.
shit on all of us, and I was just like, well. I mean, I could say I told you so, and I will. I told you so.
After I take a shower.
And I was like, Johnny theories, because I know a lot of weird shit about a lot of weird shit.
Like
you
what?
know?
Give us one.
Oh my god. I know a lot about like World War II history.
Ah,
I know a lot about
history buff.
obviously honestly a lot of history. A lot of politics. No one thinks I'm political, I'm very political. I'll step in when no one knows what they're talking about. I'll be like, actually you're wrong, and they'll look it up and be like, Johnny again.
That's funny.
The Bahamas was really fun. Oh.
The more you know.
Oh, was that it?
Oh, it was. Oh, well, I don't know even that.
Oh my
There
God.
it is.
Just keep us on the whole entire time, please. I love this.
Thanks, Phil.
And it's cooled off in
Wait,
here.
can I
I'll
tell-
do
Can we
all
get
night.
like a
Can
little
I
like?
tell you, Johnny? We were going to start the show with one of your songs, but we
From
couldn't
iTunes, we
yeah.
couldn't find.
Wow, I
We
know. I
couldn't
took
get
them
it
off.
up.
I took them off.
Well, not
No,
on
there's
iTunes
still
you
a
didn't,
couple
but on
on there.
YouTube you did.
Everybody,
Oh, yeah.
everybody wants.
Love somebody.
Everybody loves somebody.
Yes,
Yeah,
everybody
I
loves
did
somebody.
a cover of that. I actually did. What's so funny? I checked my account. You go through TuneCore to put them up on iTunes, and I made a shitload of money off that stuff. I was
Really?
like, yes.
Did you make
done.
money when you first put it up, or now after being on the show?
After the show, it definitely
Yeah.
increased. Obviously,
Hey.
It's
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's great. It's been fun.
Maybe we should put up a song. Can we do like a
Done.
little trio?
We have someone in our cast that might be coming out with a song, or actually two people.
Is it it's a duo or two
Not a
separate
duo.
singles?
Two separate singles.
Oh,
She
that's
will be.
exciting.
Yeah.
Is it about money?
It is not
Or
about money.
selfies?
It is not about money, but yeah, it was part of the project, which was fun. It was fun.
Are you doing a lot of like songwriting still and song?
Actually, no, very exciting.
Producing?
I'm actually doing a lot of producing and developing my own TV.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that's
reality.
awesome.
I have a dating show in the works with Danny Rose Media right now. Shot the sizzle. Deck is done, so we're gonna start pitching to networks very soon.
So exciting.
Another show, game show kind of things. I love it, and that's actually the best thing. Everyone's like, "What's the best thing to happen to you?" The show, and I said, "I found what I wanted to do with my life."
Oh, that's
Awesome.
great.
I was like, "Thank God!" I called my mom. I was like, "I know what I want to do." She goes, "After 26 years, thank God."
Well, it's hard. There's so
Yeah.
many things you could do and so many things you end up wanting to do. It's like that one thing you just got to figure out.
and figure out and make money from it. Obviously,
Yeah,
I love
right.
music. I love writing. I wasn't
you have
making that
to
much
live.
money. You know, and I like my lifestyle. You know, my parents don't pay for me anymore, so.
Actually, funny story.
Tell me everything.
I saw you walking into Ralph's one day, and I called my friend that I told you about that.
How crazy
Loves
did I
it.
look?
No, you looked
The
fine.
Ralph's on Doheny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm there every day.
And I called my friend and go, oh my God, he shops at Ralph's. Like, I expected you to be in like Whole Foods.
Bristol Farms across the street.
Yeah. Right.
You're not getting my dime. I'm gonna buy
But I
the
was like, oh my God, he's like a normal person.
I will tell you this, every single person from my cast would shop at Ralph's over Bristol Farms.
I mean, it's Ralph's. They've got some good
and
stuff.
you gotta save $1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you buy Heinz Ketchup? It's $2.75 when it's $4.75 across the street. That does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
No, and it's the same thing.
Yes,
It's
but I
not
do like the
organic.
Bristol Farms prepared food section.
Yeah.
Okay. I've
I'm
actually
the-
never stepped foot in Bristol Farms.
I go there. Oh my God, go there. It's
good.
Well, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
They just redid the whole thing, and of course, I would find a grocery store gorgeous. I'm just such a fat kid at heart.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, right.
What's
It's the
your
best
favorite?
shopping.
Or do you have a sweet tooth?
I do have a sweet tooth. I'm more into salty.
Like chips?
Chips, French fries. If you go to like a Mexican
Oh,
restaurant, I
French
will
fries.
dig into. We also love to eat as a group, and if you want a good eating partner, call Dorothy.
Really?
Oh yeah, we're the kind of people that will order like salads and then like. She'll be like, what? Like, if it's at brunch, shouldn't we get French toast for the table? I'm like, yes, let's get pancakes too.
Yes.
We'll have like salads and we'll eat so much. We'll sit there
That's
for
great.
4 hours and just talk.
You know what's weird?
always
And this
do
is
that.
not meant to be like racist in any way. Asians always win food eating contests. Like it's like they just can eat a lot of food.
But they're also skinny.
Right.
Yeah.
You never
And
see a
according
fat
to
Asian.
Dolphins, Asians can't drive boats.
Oh, right.
Which
That
is
was
so,
really
that made
funny.
Me, that was actually one of my LOL
because
moments.
it's so
Yeah.
funny. That's such a stereotype that Asians can't drive, and
Oh.
the captain put it on autopilot, and she was like, "Is that because I'm Asian?"
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she was so funny.
That's perfect.
Dorothy can crack a joke about herself, and I love that. She's funny.
Yeah, she
See,
is
that's when
funny.
she's funny.
Yes.
That was an LOL. I have certain LOL moments in each episode. I'm like, that was an LOL moment.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, what was your favorite part about that entire trip?
Being with the cast and for the most part being on all good terms. We squashed a lot of the beef, obviously, the first night just because like we didn't want to have it, and we just had fun. It was just fun. And I grew up going to the Bahamas, because I grew up in the East Coast, and so Boston to Bahamas nonstop flight. It's 3 hours. It's checking into the one only for like 4 days, and so I love being back there. It brought a lot of memories. It
When
was
did you
nice.
move to LA?
Shoot, I'm gonna age myself. 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
8 years ago, yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
So you were a rich kid of Connecticut first?
Rich kid in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Taking it even further north. Yeah, not everyone knows it about
New
me.
York.
Oh yeah. Oh where?
East Coast. Well, Buffalo.
Love it. My sister went to Colgate.
No way. My
Yes.
cousin went to Colgate.
I just got back from Colgate from the graduation.
Twins.
Yes.
Hashtag twins.
Oh my god, it was so funny because I was like, oh yeah, like I don't need to like look like dress up here, like no one's gonna know, like whatever. 'Cause this is
Colgate's
not annoying.
preppy.
We get stopped a lot. I had no clothes. I was walking around in sweatpants. I was like, oh my god, are you? I'm like, yeah. Oh my god.
That's funny. Do you get back to the East Coast a lot? Is your
I
family
do.
still there?
Yeah, my mom and dad are still in New Hampshire. My sister actually is working for NBC.
Nice.
Yes, NBC family, and my sister's in Boston, and then my other sister is in Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's just everyone's all over the place.
What were your parents' like first thoughts when you first started doing the show?
Good question.
They were very excited for me. My parents know I have been out in this business for years. Started as a singer, moved to doing songwriting, so I started making a lot of money doing that. And then I actually moved to New York for 4 months to test it out. I wanted to see if I liked it, if it clicked, and it did not. And it's so weird because I asked myself, I was like, I'm a big believer in like the universe and like bringing energy around you. And I said, I need something else. I need to change my life, like something that will just change it dramatically. The next day, I got a text from Dorothy being like, hey, like my producers kind of want to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Like, would you like be interested in coming in for the show? And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And so she got called in, obviously, off the Rich Kids of Instagram, the blog or whatever.
Right.
And then interview after interview, and it was really fun. And like, I came back, we filmed the pilot and the show, and it literally just took off.
That's awesome.
And so I got off track though. My parents, they were excited because again, they know how long I've been in this business. I needed that break. And I've always said you have to have leverage in this business.
Yeah.
You have to have something on. It's more than even just a resume. Something on that'll get you in the door. And this has gotten me into every single door, especially with TV production.
Right.
You know, we're ITV. ITV is the biggest production company basically in the world. They're all over, and so I can easily get a meeting there now. I can meet with E, and I've met with other Evolution and that kind of stuff, and Danny Rose Media, which is a huge production company.
Right.
So it's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
A lot of doors.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Did you know any of the cast beforehand?
Every single one of them.
And that's just from
Well, yeah, you
meeting
said you've known Dorothy for 8 years.
I've known Dorothy Little since I moved out here.
So how did you meet so quickly? Just from like friends and
My neighbor in New Hampshire went to USC, and became friends with her. And she goes, "You're gonna love this girl. Let's go out tonight." And I said, "Okay, perfect." They slept over at my house. I had this big, condo in Beverly Hills, and Dorothy slept over. And we spent the whole entire weekend together.
Oh,
And it was just like love at first sight. And it was just like fun. I think I remember that she wore this big green scarf. And she's like, "Can I just wear this? It's freezing." I was like, "Yeah, go for it." I don't think I got it back ever. I met Morgan, though, just from going out. Actually, you know who I've known longer? Brendan.
Oh,
I met
okay.
Brendan like a month before I met Dorothy. And I just met him through going out and we kind of hit it off, and it was really fun.
We love Brendan.
I want to marry a man just like Brendan.
He is.
I know.
So nice.
I'm so happy for them, but I'm like really upset that he's marrying her
Yeah, I
because I'm
know.
like, I want him. He's so perfect.
He literally is perfect.
And his hair looks better.
Yes.
Like he's a.
His hair looks great. Big bank account, big dick. You're good to go.
There's
totally
an inside
works.
scoop for you all.
Oh, was that not
7
private?
inches?
Yeah, honey.
And 7 fingers. Excuse me.
Honey.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's getting warm in here.
Now
Sorry,
I'm
Brendan.
really upset. Now I
Can't
really
wait till he
wish
comes
was
in next
Oh,
week,
married.
right?
yes, he will. Yes, he will.
That's
That's the best part about it. He doesn't care. He was like, "All right, oh my God, Johnny, you're so funny."
Right. He is. He's so
Wanna
like
get
mellow
lunch?
to
Yeah.
Morgan's,
Oh, yeah.
fun. Oh. Well, did you get any tweets from anyone possibly?
Let's see.
Any
Let's do
juicy
this.
questions?
While he's
to
looking,
answer.
guys, we really do love hearing from you so much, tweeting and writing comments on YouTube. So if you could continue to do that, because we read them and we want to know your comments and we want to know what you think we can do better or what we can do with the show to make it even better. And you can tell us by taking a survey. It's at podcast1.com, and your responses will help us know, exactly what we need to do to make the show better. And it really only takes like 3 minutes. So go and do that now. It's at podcast1.com. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Yes, we
Our-
really appreciate it.
Mandy Chrysler. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. We've seen you all on beaches and camping. How about a farm? Would it ever happen, like a dairy farm? Yes, I'm down. I will tell the producers of the show to do that. That would be
Wait.
Down to milk-
Will you,
milk some udders?
Yes. Will you milk cows and drink the milk like immediately?
Wouldn't that give you like diarrhea?
No, I think.
Or is that just
people
like
do it all the time.
unpasteurized?
Yeah.
People do not
It's
do that all
warm.
the time. You forget that I'm from New Hampshire.
There's
I've,
no
like,
farms in New Hampshire.
Exactly. I know
Really?
more about milk than all of you in here.
So you.
Oh, right.
I mean, I haven't gone
exactly.
like cow tipping, but like I've run through a couple fields and lost shoes. Oh yeah, from the police.
Oh my God.
Good story. Well, in the small towns in like New Hampshire, they have nothing else to do except for underage drink or whatever.
Right.
I'm not promoting underage drinking, but like we've all had our nights.
Yeah.
We've all had our
Got you.
nights. I have another one. I'm going
perfect.
to. Where is this? This is okay. Taylor, I love you, but I have to ask this because it's a question. Ask Johnny what he thinks about Taylor not being able to get over the boy drama from high school. Interesting.
question.
I just dug my own grave with that. I would say that I think that everyone takes things differently, and I think that personally, I still can't get over how I was bullied in high school. Not saying that she was. I was bullied relentlessly, and I can't walk into a room without feeling uncomfortable. It's the way it is, and it takes time for people to get over it. But that's just
Right.
what happens.
That's just different for everyone.
Yes. Someone's don't let people talk back to you. You're great. What do you think about the gay community? Jake Byard. Sorry if I'm not good at reading. Love the gay community, obviously. Thank you for all the compliments. I really appreciate that.
Are you going to be going to the White Office anytime soon? That's my question. I didn't tweet it.
Will I ever go to the White Office? Yeah, I will. And it'll be fantastic. And I love
And
how
it
this
won't
office
be all
drama.
white.
This is the best thing about people. I got a lot of flack being like, well, Bill Clinton didn't even get head in the Oval Office. I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm sure at
I
one
can't,
point.
like,
he
why? I
definitely
can't
did.
even. I can't even. Another question.
It's true though.
I got a lot of questions. Oh, here's one. Why didn't you show the text if Dorothy sent them?
Good question.
Oh my God. All right, I'm closing my cheek. We're not doing that anymore. I have the text, and the people that needed to see the text saw the text. And I think she knows what happens. We both know what happens. So I will leave it at that, right?
Right.
Here's my thing.
Well,
Why would I bring it up if I didn't have a text?
Right.
How would
because
I...
someone could easily look at your phone or like whatever.
And I always say, why would you send it to me when I saw that, I was just like, why would you ever write that in writing? You know what I mean? So, and by the way, I take screenshots.
Yes.
I have it on my phone, honey.
If you send something that's anything
permanent.
that's any kind of scandalous, you best believe I screenshotted it and sent it to my best friend.
Oh yeah, well I didn't think it was that scandalous at first because they're like, oh, it was thinking about talking shit on you, and I was just like, they want me to talk shit on you. I was just like,
That
I was
is
like-
honestly the definition of stirring the pot, though. Like,
Yeah.
for no reason whatsoever did she need to do that.
Yeah, I honestly,
Boom.
Dorothy, listen, I love her, and we've talked about it. She stirred the pot there. Stirred the pot there for sure. Can't get around it.
That was a big pot.
Yeah, can't get around it. It was a big pot of like chili. Like
I
a
like
big
chili.
chili overnight cook.
Right.
Spicy.
And she just kept
Exactly.
going.
Kept going. Yeah, and then like didn't eat it.
What
Like, walked
a
away.
waste of all of that chili.
Love her, but that's just true.
Oh,
No shade.
my
I know she's
gosh.
watching right now. I'm worried.
She's watching this?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Hi, Dorothy.
Yeah,
We can't wait to have you on the show.
come on, please.
Come on down, boo.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do our predictions for next week.
Please.
Okay.
Ready for this? You've been here before. You might have seen
Yes.
No, he did Spotlight on last year.
Oh.
Different.
Where are the lights?
No lights in
No
here.
lights in here, Phil? Can we get some lighting in here?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just like moving my body.
That's good. You like to do that everywhere.
Exactly.
Just move your body. When in doubt, move your body.
Always.
Okay, predictions for next week. Christina? go
Well, I
for it.
mean, we already know that Brendan is going to propose to Morgan.
Oh, yeah, that's
So-
next week.
I'm excited to see that whole. Honestly think I might cry. Like, I probably will tear up
Mm-hmm. I
watching
definitely
that.
will. Well, I'll cry because I was texting people that were there, and I was just like, "How's it going?" Because I didn't know it was well, I knew it was happening that day. I didn't know when he was going to do it because Brendan asked me about the ring months before, and I was
And
like,
you
"You can't keep a
approved.
secret," and I was just like,
That secret you can keep.
"Exactly, big secrets you have to."
Yeah.
But she, I heard it's beautiful. I heard everyone that was there was crying.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I'm excited to
She
see
was
it too.
completely surprised, and you're gonna laugh.
She
Oh,
looks like it too.
completely surprised. And I got FaceTimes from them. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed for this. I got FaceTimes from them afterwards, a couple hours after, and they were had been celebrating, having a great time at dinner, drinking, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They called me, and she's like, "Look at my ring!" You know, she's had a half a bottle of wine. Look at my ring!
That's great. Well, and it's great that she's still surprised, even though she's clearly been talking and like
Yeah.
telling him he needs to propose. I still like that he did everything and didn't tell anyone. And
I think you can talk about, like, as a female, we all know this. It's just like when it happens, I feel like it's just like completely different than like you think it's gonna happen,
Right.
or like you wanting it to happen. When it happens,
Yeah.
it's just like it happens.
Have you guys seen recently there was a video, I saw it on SportsCenter, so I don't know if you watched that, but this girl
not.
her boyfriend, they were playing one-on-one basketball, and
Oh, I did
it was like
see that.
11 basketball type thing, and he like kept just schooling her, making her look like silly, and all of a sudden he fake fell to the ground. All their like people were watching. His friends come over to like see if he's okay. They give him the ring, and he like pops up on one knee, and she was
cute.
shocked. It was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, I
That's
teared up
really
watching
cute.
that.
Is that who you want to be proposed to?
Yeah.
how do you want to be
That's
proposed
so
to? I think about
butch.
this
I
all the
love
time.
that. That's so butch.
Yeah, why don't you watch
I know, I'm
sports?
such
It's
a
all
sports
guys.
girl.
It's all
Like,
guys, and I can't
what
have
about
any
baseball?
of them.
Cute
I love
butts.
honestly, I like soccer. It's the one sport I do watch.
They have
Really?
the best bodies. I always say this.
I'm
Soccer
a big fan of
players.
Chelsea.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. How I would like to be proposed to. It's interesting. He proposed to her where I want to get married.
Oh, really?
Yes, at
Where?
St. Eustace Ranch. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. That's a little fuck me. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired.
They can't fire you.
Okay, good.
You have too many fans.
Perfect. I know. Thank God. I love my fans. That's so funny. I love them actually. I want to say thank you.
Go for it.
They made me very happy.
You just look into that camera.
Very thank you for everything to all my fans. I love when you guys tweet me. Love when they tweet. Their tweets are so funny.
That's what you
I
said.
get-
You get some good ones.
Did you see me on the?
Oh, yeah, I followed your live tweets.
Live tweets just like my fingers.
There's like
hurt.
1 second later.
My
2
fingers
seconds.
hurt.
3 seconds.
Oh my god, I love my live tweets. They're so fun. I want to be proposed to. Actually, on a nice vacation.
Okay.
Take me to Mexico, if it's still safe.
Tijuana.
Oh my god.
For sure.
Oh my god. Maybe
Let's just cross
I
the
was thinking more
border.
like the one and only in Cabo, but I want it to sound like
Oh,
very
okay.
easy. Yeah, but no, I'm thinking one and only in Cabo, like a nice. Yeah, just take me there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Easy.
Yeah. Very
If my
nice.
future husband's listening.
Right. Just remember all of this. That's what you should do. Just every interview. Yeah, I was thinking this. That way they
Yes.
have so many things to
They can
remember, and
work
you'll get
on.
exactly what you want.
Exactly, and I'll just randomly bring out papers for a prenup, being like, so here's the deal. This is what I'm actually expecting.
Ruin everything.
Yeah.
No.
They do.
Exactly.
I hope
Jesus,
you don't
they do.
mind.
I know.
Exactly.
Put it to the camera. There you are.
Well, guys, do we have anything? Was there anything else you'd like to add, Johnny? I know we're gonna have you back on the show.
Yes,
So
I love
all
being
of
here.
our
This is so
fans
fun.
will love that you come back.
Yeah, you guys are great talk. Oh my god, it's been 40 minutes.
Right? We're just so easy to talk to.
It was 40 minutes, oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, you could go.
I could go for another hour. Well, I'll sit and talk to anyone for an hour.
Right.
I'll talk to a
That's
wall. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, go ahead. You're welcome to turn around and
How
talk to
are
this.
you? No, you guys are much more interesting than that. No, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. And
course.
just next episode will be this season. Honestly, it's like everyone's like, "What's different about this season?" Everyone always says the drama. Yeah, there is all the drama of the show has been real. You know what I mean? We're a very dramatic group, but I think a lot of groups have their drama. The hour really helps the show breathe. Mm-hmm. And the hour lets you, and I'm sure you guys have noticed in the last 2 episodes, lets you really see into our lives and who we are as people. Mm-hmm. You know, they catch one of those awkward moments, or those, when someone trips, or like they had to probably cut out with a half hour, but the hour really allows all of us to have that, moment where fans and people that are interested in the show can really watch and really truly get to know us. And I think that's what people like in television. They want to be able to escape the reality and see what we really live like, and like what it's really, really like. So it's cool. I like that.
I think everybody so far loves that it's an hour. I know we definitely do.
That's great.
Yeah,
You just get more juicy.
Thank you guys.
Of course, where can they find you again on Twitter?
At Johnny Dribble on Twitter, at Johnny Dribble on Instagram, and JohnnyDribble.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Christina.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Tina Cap.
Perfect. And I am on Twitter and Instagram at Haley Clover. So thank you so much again for joining us, and make sure you tune in next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.